TPC Naruto.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, it's live opening round coverage of the Boston Championship. Beautiful day here at the TPC Boston in Norton, Massachusetts. This is the site of the Deutsche Bank Championship, part of the FedEx Cup playoffs. Rich Loader alongside Frank Nobilo.
And a fun golf course in front of us today too, really carved out of this wonderful New England landscape. 92 bunkers adorn the golf course, and well, we are in New England, so you'd expect a little bit of weather. We might get a little bit of rain, maybe a little bit of wind, but golf course built and certainly plays well in any condition.
And now we go down to the action at the first. Frank, were you the kind of player who actually might have been worried if you didn't have first tee jitters?
Definitely. You didn't have the energy if that was the case, but it's about turning that energy into some sort of positive form. Make nice full swings, pick some good targets, and of course, you never know what's going to happen. That's an absolute beauty.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Beautiful shot. That is tight.
Unbelievable. That is one to savor for the rest of the round.
Settles in over the putt. So a good birdie, and the score looks good too. 2 under for the tournament. Frank, they renovated the par 5 second back in 2010. What'd they do to the hole, and how does it play now?
Well, they changed the green, especially the left side. There's a huge mound there now. It's still a driver off the tee, but before you could bail out on the left side, you can't bail out anymore. It's a devilish of a chip over that mound.
Those chocolate drop mounds give the course a really nice look.
Yeah, they just pop. And you can see them, and you know that they're problematic. Second shot.
This one's looking good. And what a shot, setting up for an eagle here. Not a gimme, but well within his range. You can't leave an eagle putt short.
Now listen, anytime I left it short, I didn't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody you left it short.
All right, I won't say.
And yet another birdie, this time inching into the top 5.
Frank, you've talked about this sort of New England feel they gave this golf course when they remodeled it. This is a pretty good example here at the 3rd hole.
Yeah, that stone wall behind just sort of makes the golf course look like it's been there forever. They have tweaked the green a little bit on that left side, created a little bit of a ridge. You can sort of play the ball off that if you know where you're going.
Excellent shot to within 10 feet. Frank, this would be a nice way to jumpstart the round.
Yeah, his momentum can quickly go in the right direction if he makes this.
Moves into second place with that birdie. For those of you just tuning in, we're checking in now on our featured golfer here at the 4th. Frank, I've been impressed with the play to this point early in the round.
Yeah, it's solid without being spectacular, and that's actually a huge compliment.
Good contact, good result. That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here.
This looks like it's going to find the target.
Well, that's how you play the game, right there. Been pretty good all day from this distance, just trying to take care of business. Frank, you can feel the momentum shifting.
You can. It might look tight at the top at the moment, but you definitely get the impression we're going to see a change in the lead very soon.
Beautiful birdie right there. Back on the tee here at the 5th, Frank, this one is not drivable.
Oh, that's for sure. 2 bunkers. The one that most of the players really worry about is the one down the left side. 300 yards to carry that.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot, he is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, the TPC Boston really starts to show its teeth here in the 5th hole.
Yeah, beautiful hole. That green up ahead, though, there's 3 different sections. Obviously, the easy section is that middle one where it just pokes out to the left.
That will be a great look at birdie. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Lining this one up for par. Continues to hold that sizable lead on the rest of the field. Ready now at the 6th. It is a tricky 465-yard par 4.
Yeah, hit it through the chute. Water comes into play a little bit down the left if you're a long hitter.
Interesting, with the almost space-age advancements in golf equipment, what with new, lighter materials, and with the increased focus on fitness and strength, players are hitting the ball longer than ever. That has forced architects to lengthen the golf courses without sacrificing the integrity or the shot value of the original design. Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all.
That's how the best in the world play it, Frank.
Well, I tell you, a little lucky that it went in, but it
That's what I'm
was
talking
always
about.
going to be close.
Shout out to Red Adam welterweight coming out today.
Right now a
Oh,
big
second
par
19.
5, the 7th hole.
Yeah, there's an interesting feature on this par 5. About 100 yards short of the green is that huge cross bunker. So a good tee shot, that shouldn't be a problem. Stray a little, and then your mind is definitely on that. Oh, if this is up, it's good.
Oh, this looks good.
Certainly is.
Frank, mistake-free golf. You hope you can keep it together. Possibility of a very special round here.
Yeah, the only real thing to worry about is not to get too far ahead of yourself. At the moment, swing looks tremendous. And just keep the round ticking over, one hole at a time. I know it sounds like a cliche, but right now, he's exactly where he wants to be.
Frank, getting set for this approach shot. Our featured golfer is a player, it's obvious, in full flight right now.
It is. This is where it doesn't matter what the sport is, and golf is a great example for it, though, where when you play your best, it's almost like you're just playing out of your subconscious. Everything happens, it just flows, and you don't really think about it.
You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. How about 7 under par now? Coming off the long par 5 7th, now a par 3, 213 yards. What's the 8th hole all about?
Another hole that picks with the same theme. Really want to fly this nice and high. That narrow part at the front of the green really is to be avoided unless the flag is there.
Stuck the follow through right there. This could be really good. Wow, what a day. Every green hit in regulation.
It's no snack, though.
Right off the edge.
Just a fraction softer, then it might have just turned in.
Nudge this one home, finish it up. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Hole number 9, Frank, 472 yards. Good par 4.
Yeah, if you blink, it'll catch you.
Frank, I don't know about you, but I love a good hot dog and a soda at the turn. Of course, it tastes a lot better after you've made par. How difficult is that proposition here at the 9th?
Well, if you stray with your tee shot here, you'll be making hamburgers, that's for sure.
Nicely played shot, about 310 yards down the fairway. Frank, here at the 9th, what are most players trying to do?
Well, you really have to be aware of that bunker. That's about 25 yards short of the green. If you finish up there, that's one of the hardest shots in golf, the long bunker shot. So you've got to carry that, even if you want to run the ball onto this green.
He's making the game look very simple right now. See it, hit it, and he's got it right on track. Shouldn't be a problem here. Once considered the best player at the college level, our featured golfer makes birdie, sitting comfortably inside the cut line. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports on a gorgeous New England afternoon. It's fall, the leaves.
Oh, he is winding this one up. Does he have the power? Oh, that's fine.
In the fairway here at the 10th, nice way to start off the back 9. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green.
I mean, really on top of his game right now. That was a splendid approach shot. Really has a feel on these greens. That is another birdie. This is impressive. Frank, like all TPC golf courses, TPC Boston has the fan in mind. So you see those mounds throughout the golf course that gives people a chance to just sit, relax, and watch some golf. And there's a nice shady spot on the hill behind the 11th.
Yeah, that's just before the 12th tee, and you really do get a look at the tee shots coming in at 11, as well as the little undulations and contours on that massive green.
Boy, I'm reminded of what an old caddy used to say about the great Lanny Watkins when he was on fire. You can't hide the flagstick from that man. Oh, I thought he had that.
Just when you think you're going to make birdie. Now, have to really concentrate on this and at least make par.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. And he makes it for par. Moving on now to the 12th, and Frank, describe this hole for us.
Sneaky good par 4. It's long enough, you know, sort of that 450, 460 mark. Bends a little to the left. Really, you want to be in the middle of the fairway here, because that second shot with the green just tilting towards the hazard. One of the toughest second shots you have on the golf course.
Wow, he moved that a long ways right in the fairway. Second shot, good look at the green. Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie.
Now it's at sneaky distance.
Just singes the edge, Frank.
Yeah, but at least he's burning the edges. You know you're hitting good putts.
Just a little tap in here. Did the job right there. On the tee now at another par 4, the 13th. Frank, how do you play it?
Well, it looks like it's a dogleg right, but ideally you want to keep that tee shot down the left, and you don't want to leave any of it behind.
Pretty good drive here.
Another straight one.
Strong winds have been a factor all day here, Frank. What's the key to scoring low in conditions like this?
Well, sometimes you've almost got to make the ball go to ground. You've just got to keep it out of those high breezes, play away from the trouble.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Bang! Has it. Back here at the par 4 14th, ready to tee off. This is a big dog leg to the left, 495-yard hole, Frank.
Yeah, don't try and hug that left side too much. There's a bunch of little mounds, and the chances of getting a good lie there, next to none.
That ball's run out certainly over 300 yards, Frank. Call it about 310.
Well, with a good shot here, Rich. I tell you, this eagle on the cards, hole very reachable from where he is.
Don't get many opportunities like this. This is a good place to take advantage. Couldn't have done much better than that. An eagle is very possible. Settles in over the putt. Racking him and stacking him. That's 12 under par now for the tournament. All right, Frank, we're teed up at the 15th, and a lot to talk about with your caddy on this tee shot.
Yeah, which club, which line, series of bunkers down the left. That one short right doesn't really come into play. Another one, really, fairway first.
And now it's right in his wheelhouse. Good position where he can attack the pin.
Yeah, he has all those options now. That ball's sitting up. You can bring it in high. You can bring it in low. The choice is yours.
Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green. Superb shot.
Well, that's as good as it's going to get. There's going to be no worries about making that one.
Just 5 feet left. Knocking down all the shots today, now at 13 under. Moving on to 16 now. This is one where you sort of lick your chops, Frank, because it's pretty short, 161 yards. Where's the challenge here?
Where the fish go. That big lake on the left, that's the challenge.
This one doesn't look good.
There's water over there.
Just averted danger right there. So close.
Why does he have all the luck?
Just has the field today. Frank, the 17th here at TPC Boston underwent quite a radical change.
Yeah, that renovation and that redesign that they did, it changed the character of the hole, but they still kept that big mound in the middle of the green. So that second shot is still punishing if you misjudge it.
And players nursing a lead, they might want to think about playing it safe down the right side, but if you're trying to make up some ground, you could try to fly the church pews that divide the fairway into 2 sections, and that would give you a nice short wedge in.
Yeah, give you a short wedge in, but really the risk, is it worth it?
That would be a great look at birdie. Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Putting on a show, this tournament moves to 15 under par. Frank, the 18th here at TPC Boston has generated a lot of buzz through the years, hasn't it?
It has, and those changes have just made this finishing hole so much better. The fact that they've narrowed up the front of the green, they've made that left side more severe. Now you can't bail out on the left. If you do, it's an awful little pitch or even a putt up the hill.
The addition of that putt bunker, Frank, how has that changed the hill?
Well, if you stray off the tee or find one of those bunkers with your tee shot, you really have to be aware of exactly the distance that little pot bunker is away. Because if you just sort of whack it out of the bunker and lay it up there, you find the next bunker, then you're in trouble. Should be safely on deck.
You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable.
Get high!
Never deviated offline.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. So through one round, Frank, our leader really put on a good show today.
They certainly did, Rich. It was truly a great performance, especially from Tee to Green. It's not easy to come out of the gates like that.
And shout out to Carmelo Anthony's interview this morning on First Take. Carmelo Anthony, you should come back to my favorite team and a team that drafted you, the Denver Nuggets. And shout out to Carmelo Anthony's interview tomorrow on First Take with Stephen A. Smith. It was amazing. Carmelo Anthony, come back to the Denver Nuggets. Alright. CBT Naruto. Over and out. By the way, Carmelo Anthony, if you come back to the Denver Nuggets, it would be perfect. CBT Naruto. Over and out. And today is August 2nd, 2019. CBT Naruto. Over and out.